Hey everyone, Beef here, and today we're going to figure out what might be happening tomorrow, and what's happening on March 27th. I just want my MCC pad! And my LGBTQ plus rock. Okay, let's get through it. First of all, one of the most popular opinions are MCC pens and LGBTQ plus rocks. However, I don't really think that would be the case, as that was just a meme in another channel, but it would be funny. It would be funny. Secondly, in the comics, it has been revealed that some cards will be heavily reworked, and you know me, I hear rework, that just gives my brain large amounts of dopamine. For example, the one that was confirmed in the comics, and I believe issue 6, was Great Collector near the end of Card's battle with the robot, so yeah. I also do expect to see some other cards being reworked to either be better or worse. For example, Solar Force is busted, and I really think it is overpowered in a place like Maze where you can camp. So yeah. Okay. Secondary. New cards! Number 1, new card type. I still like the new card type, because I feel like I called it back in, November. However, the thing is, I think that it will only be a Monster Maze exclusive, because if you give people the option to just have a terrain card in standard play, it kind of gives a really huge buff. But when monsters are spread out in somewhere like Monster Maze, it's not that bad. It will definitely be used for something like Dam Archer, but, you know, yeah. Also, new power card, Ancient Sword, plus 100, I forget what type, but I do believe that it's going to be coming within the next season, hopefully season 1. The reasoning behind this is that I feel like Season 0 was kind of wrapped up with the Spectre set. And I really think that's all that needs to be done with it, in all honesty. Some ideas for the comic series. I think the 9th issue will be the last issue. The reasoning behind this goes all the way back to issue 1, in which the two characters, I forget their names, were having a conversation, and they specifically said, "Oh, don't you find it funny how time sort of repeats itself?" Oh, they said that in some sort of way. I believe they said it had some sort of cyclic nature? Oh, cyclic? History sort of went in a cycle. The idea of a loop not only stemmed from, let's say, the comics, but also a Instagram post all the way back in, I believe, 2019, which is definitely a blast from the past, but in all seriousness, you don't just post, weird cryptic stuff like that on a funny card game. You don't post, really cryptic, images like that unless you plan to do something with it. Because it's a funny card game. With a comic series, which I really enjoy the comic series. Yeah, and even in, let's say, issue 3, which I believe is my favorite lore issue, it feels inferred that the events have already happened before, and then when you tie that in with the idea that, oh hey, history sort of goes in a cycle, it has some sort of loop, that conversation that the two characters had in comic issue number 1, and even in I believe the newest issue, which was comic issue number 8, where the three characters were sort of talking about the staff. One of the major things is that the one who wielded the staff would have a very, very bad omen placed on them, which I then find weird, because that item was supposed to be transported right then and there. And secondly, if you just... I did a quick little Google search, and the number 9 is supposed to represent just serving humanity. And what is a better way to serve humanity than winning a card game, getting the staff, and sort of saving it from destruction if another character were to get the staff, which I really do think is Archie. I think he is sus. I want him to be voted out. as I really do think that he was solely focused on winning the game, not only to become a champion, but to claim ownership of said staff. And with number 9, if Cards wins, which I do believe he's gonna win, it feels like a really big setup that he or Janice will get the staff. Because I really do think Janice did a really bad play. Because not only has Cards been shown to have Kiss the Fist, which gives a plus 800, which would then add to Savannah Warrior because they're a rock type, and then because it's a battle between equal scores, it would then go up to card types, in which Dragon of the Shivering, I believe, is a Scissors type, and Rock beats Scissors, so then Savannah Warrior would win, and then Cards would become champion. However, Cards would become champion because he would then fight the other monster that Archie Draft had, in his, I believe, center stack. Yeah. And not only that, there is this sort of build-up that the face down might actually be Ping's card. Yeah. And I do think that's really weird that he would just give away a family heirloom. Like, no, not just borrow. Cards could have that. And it's never shown, so it has to be something big. Even then, it could just be Fruit of Trickery. And even then, it could also be some other card in which he could win. And it's just like, there were too many variables for Janice to take that risk. I don't think it was worth it. And it kind of feels like Cards is gonna win. It is the most cliffhanger thing to do, to end off where you think a character is going to lose, but the situation is painted in which Cards has a face down that the enemy does not know about. So, like, if you put 2 and 2 together, it's not only 1, a cliffhanger, and 2, they have been shown to have something, like, with Savannah Warrior. I really think Cards is gonna win. And possibly save humanity if the staff were to bring a bad omen. And because the number 9 is supposed to, well, at least show that you were serving humanity, I think Cards is gonna win. Cards is gonna win. Janice should not have targeted Cards first. They should have targeted Archie, but then again, I forget what Archie had. I don't know. But definitely a bad play on Janice's part for not packing any destruction cards. And finally, what do we have left? No, yeah, I think that's it. I'm expecting, well, at least I'm thinking that there will be, let's say, Season 0 booster packs, because people have been asking for those. Whether it be dupe booster packs, so it'd be easier for feeder decks, or just getting more River Soldiers or even Heart Soldiers, and you could possibly pack that in with the reworked cards. And I do think that there will be Season 1, considering that ending a comic showing a brand new card from, like, a newer season is a really good way to end it off. And, oh, no, yeah, also, the box on the website, like, tell me that isn't a rectangular deck box. Like, we have those deck boxes. So, like, Season 1 base deck? That's what I'm thinking? Anyways, those are my thoughts. I'm gonna try to do this quickly. I don't really think there are gonna be that many visuals compared to the last episode. Well, no, compared to the last video, so I do apologize on that. But I really wanted to get this out quickly because I'm recording the day before. And I had info about it even the day before that, but I forgot to record. It's just stuff like that. So if you like what you hear, like and subscribe. And if I turn out to be right, or if you want to claim that I'm right, and if you think I'm right, just say, oh yeah, I was here before. Well, I was here before the reveal, and I think Beef is right. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That's like, oh hey, you claimed your W there. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, anyways, this is more of a smaller video, even though it's probably gonna end up being like 10 to around 10 minutes. So yeah. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.